Hey, coaches and changemakers. Hello. I'm back in Vanessa's group. My name is Tess. I'm going to wait for a few people to join us. Apologies for the late start. Hi. Thank you for joining. All right, so we are talking about activating certainty in uncertain times. Okay, well, I'm gonna get started. Okay, so hi Terry, how are you? All right, so we've got a few people joining us now. So hey everyone, I want to open this activation with a quote by Reverend Michael Beckwith. Life's challenges reveal the wounded places within us that can be healed and ultimately transformed. Hello, hello, hello. And because of you, soul-powered leaders, coaches, and change makers, healing and transformation is available. So thank you for all of you who are joining this activation for the month. And thank you so much for all the work that you do. And thank you, Vanessa, for being our fearless leaders. Yeah, we were trying so hard. Vanessa and I were testing the Be Live. It didn't work out, and she crashed a couple of times. So here I am. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share this activation with you all. So we are living in huge uncertainty at the moment, and you guys thank you all for supporting the changes that's happening. So what's creating uncertainty is actually change, right? And we know that change is the only constant in life. Therefore, we will always experience uncertainty. And us, coaches, did not become coaches without getting comfortable with uncertainty, right? True? But this pandemic we are in at the height of right now is nothing ordinary. It's not an ordinary change. There's so much uncertainty and unknown about this virus. It's put the world to its knees. How long is it going to be around? We don't know. Are we going to get sick from it? Are we going to lose our job? Are we going to lose our clients? Should we get a job? Are they even hiring out there? Can we pay our bills? How about our mortgage? How about our kids? How about our elderly, right? So many unknowns, so many uncertainty. And just so much heightened losses, grief, worry, fear, panic, anxiety. Yes, we are definitely experiencing a huge uncertainty. And, when that happens, we're also feeling helpless and powerless, and, lots of overwhelm. So to also say that it's traumatizing and very triggering is an understatement. It's bringing up the woundedness that Dr. Michael Beckwith was talking about, the woundedness, unresolved traumas. Anywhere we are using a crutch to depend on external sources, anywhere that there's a separation inside of us, anywhere that we are not sourced from within our true power, anywhere where we have separation, it's all coming up to the surface. It's an opportunity to heal, and healing really means integration. It's bringing all parts of us back together, right? So it's coming back to wholeness, coming back in oneness as an individual and as a collective. And we're seeing a lot of that. We're all coming together, and it's an amazing once in a lifetime opportunity for personal and global healing. And you, coaches and change maker, are a powerful instrument of that healing. Okay, so take a helicopter ride with me, elevate your awareness. Okay, we mentioned uncertainty. Let's just shake that off and sit, ground yourself, sit from a neutral place and elevate your awareness. Just take a helicopter look with me, right? You can see that there is no way out of this mess but to completely let go, right? And I'm talking to your minds right now. I'm talking to your mind. After this pandemic, even though the mind is doing its best to hang on to what it had always known, to what it feels comforting, to what feels familiar, to what it thinks it's accustomed to, we are already ejected out of the old consciousness of control, greed, discord, manipulation, separation that created this pandemic and other global crises that began even before this pandemic. Pandemic, right? Am I saying that right? Pandemic. We cannot solve the problem from the same level of thinking that created the many global problems in so many levels that are so destructive, that is pushing mankind to extinction. There's just no way we can go back to that old mentality, to that old way of being, to that old consciousness, to that old world. It's done. It's no longer sustainable. And to cling to that old reality, to that old world, is just going to kill us eventually, right? So the way we were going before pre-coronavirus is going to destroy us. And even now, even without the coronavirus as a cosmic trigger, right, to the nth power, to the megazillion power, it's so powerful, it's so cosmic. Did you notice that when you were doing things from a fear-based programming basis, it no longer works? Did you notice that? It felt like it was a struggle. It felt like it's a lot of work. It felt icky. It's not resonating. It's not landing. It's not sticking. So it's just, you would if you could, but it doesn't work any longer. So even without the coronavirus, the old way of doing things is already not working. So there's really no way we can go back to the old normal. Again, I'm talking to the mind here, right? So our whole reality has already shifted vibrationally. We don't live there anymore. It's just our mind is still lingering, trying to regain control. But the shift has already started. The shift is already in motion. Resisting the change will only create more suffering mentally, emotionally, financially, relationally. Your health will suffer physically, spiritually. Okay, so there's no going back. We have already evolved from who we were even a week ago, a month ago, and months from now, generations from now. The old story of mankind has really completely shifted realities. We are just, the old way, the coach marketing of putting to so many now. Yes, it's just out of alignment. It's no longer in resonance, and it's not just a personal feeling. There's so many of us making that same comment, and we're really bringing that whole new consciousness into light, into a new reality. So even before the pandemic, we were already creating a new consciousness as a collective, right? So all we can do right now is really embrace and flow with the change, because again, we've already created a whole new trajectory. The ship has sailed. So even though the mind is trying so hard to grasp onto the old, because that's what it knows, the mind's job is to keep us safe. The mind functions from what it knows from history, but we have to take a leadership and allow the mind to cooperate and let go and relax, right? So we're gonna do some activation for that. So we are moving into a whole new kind of thinking, being and doing, and so we can no longer go back to that survival space. We can no longer go back living in fear. But now this is an invitation to really step into an integrated, into a healed, divine human consciousness, or new human, new world, whatever you want to call it. But it's, we've already, the trajectory has already shifted to a whole new reality. There's no going back to the old normal anymore. So having said that, you still have free will. This is still a matter of choice for you. You have to decide, okay? Take a breath. Are you going to try and hang on to the old world that is collapsing and dismantling right before our very eyes? And if that's the kind of certainty that you are looking for, that you are hanging on to, then that is a certainty of death. Death of your dreams, death of your joy, death of your business, death of your soul, death of the old world. I'm sorry to say that, but that is, feel the truth in that, okay? And that's for you to decide, not me to tell you, okay? Or are you going to choose a whole new consciousness that we already are doing? We already are awakened to this. We are already evolving into this. The certainty of a new consciousness, a certainty of a new way of being, a certainty of soul-powered leadership, creating a new world, creating new leadership. And that choice is up to you. And so if you are here in this activation, and I'm betting you are here because you want to create that absolute inner certainty inside of you, in your business, in new leadership, in the new world that we are now living in, but living behind, right? So if that is true for you, affirm or say out loud or in the comments, I am here to create a better world. You have to choose this. It's a choice. It's your free will. I have to choose this. I am choosing a new world, right? However you want to say it. I am here to create a brand new world. I am here to lead the world out of darkness. And if you look at it, it's a huge once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to step up in leadership. Yes. Thanks, Rich. Thanks, Vanessa. Yes, yes, yes. As soul-powered leaders and change makers, you are the pioneers, showing the world how love is done, showing the world how to live life with purpose, potential, and power, showing the world how to connect and merge your human and divine aspects as one. No separation, in wholeness, in oneness, in fullness, right? So feel the power in that. Feel the certainty in that. No longer separated. Inside of you, with a higher power, whatever you want to call it, universe, God, and with each other as a collective. And you've got this. You were born for this. You've been preparing for this. You've had your share of challenges before. You know how to transform uncertainty to certainty. You got this, right? You are committed to thriving, and you are not afraid to take leadership and create the transformation that we are being pushed way out of our comfort zone to make this world a better place. And this is your time to take the lead. Yes? So like Rumi said, if everything around seems dark, look again. You may be the light. And now it's really interesting that this virus called coronavirus, right? Corona means crown. And the crown, the top of the head, is the 7th chakra. It's the center of spirituality and enlightenment. This is where wisdom flows in. This is where we open up and connect to our higher expressions, to our higher dimensions. So a balanced crown chakra enables someone to feel connected with their soul power, with their higher self, with God, universe, whatever you want to call it, right? So to do this activation on your own, which I would recommend you do, feel free to Google crown chakra meditation. And using crown chakra affirmations can help you feel a greater sense of connection with all beings and become really spiritually free. And then from that inspiration, that really is, our inner certainty, that connection with the divine, with divine intelligence, right? So a few of the crown chakra affirmations that you can say with me. I am divine being. Everything is connected. I am connected to God. I am connected to the universe. I am at peace. So those are some of the crown chakra affirmations that you can say in order to activate that, to open the flow, right? So the amazing thing is, this is really such a huge gift coronavirus is giving us to transcend our human characteristics so we can discover, we can embrace and embody our divinity, our spirit, our soul power. So no matter what is going on in the world, no matter what your past behavior was, no matter your past history, no matter the fear, heartbreak, grief, failure, one thing that remains certain ultimately is you. No matter where you go, there you are, right? So if what creates uncertainty is change, then what if what creates certainty is the aspect of you that is changeless? This changeless version of you is your essence, it's your soul, it's your unique spark of divinity, and this is the place already inside of you, because ultimately the answer is you. Knowing and expressing source as you. No separation. God needs a body, right? God needs hands. God cannot be God without you. And so what creates uncertainty is change. What creates certainty is the aspect of you that is changeless, which is your soul, which is your light. And this is not just what you thought who you were was, who you are was. This is the wholeness of you. This is the totality of you. All parts, no parts left behind. This is your soul-powered self, your true self. Again, whatever you want to call this higher power, your higher self, you are the unique emanation, unique expression. You are unduplicatable. You cannot be diminished. You are made in the image and likeness of this pure source, creator, consciousness, divine creator intelligence, aka God. So your spiritual nature remains changeless. Your higher self, your pure essence is changeless. What creates certainty is ultimately you. The unfoldment of who you are meant to be, the unfoldment of your infinite nature, the very expression of your soul as flesh, your authentic expression and highest truth, that is inevitable. That is certainty. Okay, so bring that in, invoke it, command it, own it. Breathe it in, bring it in your body, activate it, own it, receive it, embrace it. This is you. Another aspect of you that completes you. You complete me. You can tell your soul, you complete me. You are what been missing in my life, right? So another activation that I can offer you to really anchor this in, if you agree, not forcing anything on anybody, this is just a recommendation. If you believe in angels, if you believe in archangels, Archangel Uriel is the archangel of wisdom, illumination, and light. So you can invite Archangel Uriel to show you how to find your inner power, how to raise your vibration, how to accelerate your shift and into the higher realms of consciousness. And you can do this now. You can focus in your heart. You can invite Archangel Uriel into your heart space and feel your heart open. And your light expand, your light beingness expanding, magnifying, and just feel that. Feel the certainty in that you are this light, that you are this pure light. Feel the energy. Make it bigger. And call on Archangel Uriel to guide you, to really show you this part of you that you have not met yet. So, divine light, divine love, divine truth. Those are you. That's me too. We are all that. And the thing is, we've been living in fear for so long. We've been trapped in that old energy, old world that we were living in. But now that we got ejected out of that, we have no choice but to find this inner power already inside of us and activate it, embody it, be really aware, be intentional about aligning with this true source of power that is already been you the whole time, right? So enjoy unleashing your natural wisdom, your divine intelligence, your intuition. If there is anything that will create certainty, this is it. The flow, being this conduit for change itself. All right, so that's it. Yeah. Vanessa, do you have anything to add? I want to thank everyone for joining this, and I'm going to be dropping links to invite you all to my soul power training coming up on April 8th. Yeah, tell us about the webinar. Yeah, it's Holy Fire, a new kind of leadership, because we are creating a new kind of leadership here, no longer the kind that manipulates and powers over. Look at all the things that's happening in the world right now. The environment is in crisis, mental health is in crisis, child sex slavery, pharmaceuticals, so many things fundamentally wrong with that old world. And it is up to us, you and me, to step up and step into and really dig deep what it is that we came here to do. That is the new kind of leadership that we are bringing to the new world, to the new consciousness. We are the new consciousness. We are that new leadership that needs to come together and really shift and really tip the tipping point of consciousness away from that darkness into the lightness of being that we already are. So I hope you will join me for that one. It's called Holy Fire, a new kind of leadership, April 8th, 6 p.m. Central Time. I forgot what it was, what time it is in Sydney, but I'll post it anyway. Was there anything else, Vanessa? Yeah, Vanessa and I were really trying so hard to connect through Be Live, and and Vanessa here, she's really the goddess of light. We are the new wave of light, soul powered leadership, and really this is no longer the time to play false humility, but this is this is so humbling to be that new wave of light, soul powered leadership, to light workers, whatever you want to call it, light workers. We are the light. We are the embodiment of divine light itself. Hi Jill. Okay, so that's it, right, Vanessa? Thank you so much for allowing me to share this message, this activation. Let me know how that goes for you. Thanks everyone for joining. Own it. Really own it. Bring it in. Get soul powered. Thanks guys. See you soon again. All right. Bye-bye.